Have you ever pondered upon the purpose of your existence or the meaning of life itself? Welcome to an exploration of two profound philosophical concepts that have intrigued thinkers for centuries: existentialism and nihilism. These ideas, although distinct, share a common thread that weaves through the fabric of human consciousness. Their intersection is a fascinating crossroads, a place where profound questions about life, purpose, and meaning converge. Existentialism is a school of thought that posits existence as a subjective experience, a personal journey defined by individual choices. It emphasizes personal freedom and responsibility, suggesting that we, as conscious beings, are the architects of our own meaning. Existentialists argue that life is not predetermined, but rather, it's an open canvas upon which we paint our own narratives. On the other hand, nihilism takes a starkly contrasting view. It suggests that life lacks inherent meaning or purpose. Nihilists contend that all values, beliefs, and truths are baseless, and that any attempt to find meaning is ultimately futile. It's a philosophy that confronts us with the possibility of a universe devoid of purpose or moral absolutes. Both existentialism and nihilism ask us to confront the hard questions. What is the purpose of life? What is the nature of existence? How should we navigate the vast and complex universe we find ourselves in? But where existentialism offers a framework for creating meaning, nihilism challenges the very concept of meaning itself. These philosophical concepts are not just abstract ideas, they are deeply personal and have profound implications for how we live our lives. They challenge us to examine our beliefs, question our assumptions, and confront the reality of our existence. This exploration is not about providing definitive answers, but rather about sparking curiosity and fostering a deeper understanding of these complex ideas. It's about encouraging thoughtful reflection and open dialogue about some of the most profound questions of human existence. Join us on this journey as we delve into the realms of existentialism and nihilism. Existentialism, a philosophy centered on the individual, emerged from the ashes of a war-torn Europe. As Europe struggled to regain its footing in the aftermath of World War II, a new philosophical movement was beginning to take shape. This was a time of profound change and uncertainty, a time when traditional beliefs and values were being called into question. Out of this turmoil, existentialism was born. Existentialism is a philosophy that emphasizes individual existence, freedom, and choice. It asserts that people make their own decisions and that these decisions shape their lives. Existentialists argue that life has no inherent meaning, and it is up to each individual to create their own purpose. This philosophy was largely influenced by the works of two key thinkers, Jean-Paul Sartre and Søren Kierkegaard. Sartre, a French philosopher, is often credited as the father of existentialism. His works, such as Being and Nothingness, delve into the complexities of human existence, exploring themes like consciousness, identity, and freedom. Kierkegaard, on the other hand, is considered the first existentialist philosopher. Despite living a century before Sartre, the Danish philosopher's ideas laid the groundwork for existentialism. He emphasized the importance of personal choice and responsibility, arguing that each individual must navigate their own path in life. While existentialism may seem bleak or pessimistic at first glance, it is actually quite empowering. It champions the idea that everyone has the power to shape their own destiny. It encourages us to embrace our freedom, to make our own choices, and to create our own meaning in life. Existentialism is a philosophy that resonates with many, especially in times of uncertainty or upheaval. It offers a framework for understanding our own existence and for making sense of the world around us. It challenges us to confront the hard questions in life and to seek out our own answers. Existentialism, therefore, places the human being at the heart of philosophical thought. In stark contrast to existentialism, nihilism propounds the belief in nothingness. Originating from the Latin word nihil, which translates to nothing, nihilism is often seen as a bleak and pessimistic philosophy. Yet, it's not as simple as it may initially appear. Fundamentally, nihilism asserts that life lacks inherent truth, meaning, or value. It rejects the existence of objective morality, societal norms, and even the very concept of being. It's a philosophy that questions the very fabric of our existence, peeling back the layers to reveal a void of inherent meaning. The roots of nihilism can be traced back to the writings of Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher of the late 19th century. Nietzsche didn't identify as a nihilist, but he predicted its rise as a response to the death of God, a metaphor for the decline of religious belief and the rise of secular thought. Nietzsche posited that with the death of God, the source of morality and meaning was lost, leaving humanity adrift in a sea of relativism and subjectivity. As he famously wrote, "When one gives up the Christian faith, one pulls the right to Christian morality out from under one's feet." Nietzsche's work was a clarion call, a warning of the dangers of unanchored belief systems. He saw nihilism not as a solution but as a problem to be overcome, a step on the path toward the creation of new values. Yet nihilism isn't solely about despair or pessimism. Some nihilists argue that by accepting the absence of inherent meaning, we gain the freedom to create our own. It's a philosophy that strips away illusions, challenging us to confront the raw, unvarnished reality of existence. Nihilism, therefore, isn't just a belief in nothingness. It's a call to question, to challenge, to seek truth in a world where truth is not handed to us on a silver platter. It's a philosophy that demands we look into the void and, rather than turning away in fear, step forward with courage and curiosity. Nihilism thus challenges our conventional notions of purpose and meaning. It invites us into a conversation, a dialogue with the very nature of existence. It's a philosophy not of despair but of discovery, exploration, and perhaps ultimately, liberation. While both existentialism and nihilism grapple with life's meaning, they approach this question from different angles. Diving into the deep end of philosophy, we find existentialism and nihilism, two philosophies that often stir up quite a debate. At their core, both philosophies question the purpose of life, but their answers couldn't be more different. Existentialism, with its roots in the works of Søren Kierkegaard and Friedrich Nietzsche, proposes that life has no inherent meaning. It's a blank slate, and it's up to each individual to carve their own purpose, their own essence into this blank canvas. It's like being handed a paintbrush and a palette of colors, and being told to paint your masterpiece. It can be daunting, but it's also liberating. You're the artist of your own life. Now let's flip the coin and look at nihilism. Nihilism, on the other hand, argues that life is without objective meaning, purpose, or intrinsic value. It's like staring into an abyss, a void of nothingness. It strips away the illusion of meaning and leaves us with the stark reality: everything is meaningless. It's a chilling thought, but also, in a strange way, it's liberating too. If everything is meaningless, then we're free from the shackles of purpose and can live life as we please. So, here lies the paradox. Existentialism and nihilism both liberate us, but in radically different ways. Existentialism empowers us to create our own meaning, while nihilism frees us from the pursuit of meaning altogether. It's a stark contrast, but also a fascinating intersection of philosophical thought. On one hand, we have existentialism, which encourages us to embrace the uncertainty of life and create our own meaning. On the other, we have nihilism, which suggests that the pursuit of meaning is futile and instead encourages us to embrace the absurdity of existence. Though seemingly contradictory, existentialism and nihilism are two sides of the same philosophical coin. It's a paradox, a puzzle, a philosophical conundrum that continues to intrigue us, continues to challenge us, and continues to shape our understanding of life and its purpose. Our exploration of existentialism and nihilism has led us down a fascinating path of philosophical inquiry. Existentialism, as we've discovered, originates from the human quest for purpose and meaning. It's a philosophy that emphasizes individual existence, freedom, and choice. From Søren Kierkegaard's passionate belief in personal responsibility and free will, to Jean-Paul Sartre's assertion that existence precedes essence, existentialism champions the idea that we shape our own destinies, that our lives are a canvas upon which we paint our own narratives. On the other hand, nihilism, born out of the disillusionment of the modern era, challenges the very concept of meaning and value. From Friedrich Nietzsche's proclamation of the death of God to Albert Camus's exploration of the absurd, nihilism confronts us with a universe devoid of inherent purpose, where life is but a cosmic accident. It suggests that our attempts at creating meaning are futile endeavors, a mere distraction from the ultimate reality of nothingness. Yet within this stark contrast lies an intriguing paradox. Existentialism and nihilism, though seemingly at odds, are two sides of the same philosophical coin. They both challenge traditional notions of morality, purpose, and truth, urging us to question, to reflect, to grapple with the human condition. While existentialism empowers us to create meaning in a meaningless world, nihilism forces us to confront the uncomfortable truth of that meaninglessness. In the dance between existentialism and nihilism, we find ourselves oscillating between empowerment and despair, creation and destruction, meaning and absurdity. This dance, this tension, is at the heart of our human experience. Indeed, the intersection of existentialism and nihilism offers a rich tapestry of thought, a philosophical terrain that invites exploration and contemplation. It urges us to confront the most fundamental questions of existence and to grapple with the paradoxes that define our human condition. As we conclude, we leave you with a thought. In this vast universe, is our existence a testament to freedom and choice, or a dance with the absurd?